What's going on, guys? Rye Flawless here, and today we're going to talk about Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch Labo VR. Let's go. Alright guys, it's no secret that VR is coming to the Nintendo Switch in the form of Nintendo Labo VR. And there's actually a lot of really cool software and features to this with these different Labo kits that are actually pretty cool. But the bigger scope of things when this was announced for me, I always thought, how will this be implemented elsewhere? Will we get more VR games in the eShop or physical versions, just more games with this Labo VR? Or will games we already have be adapted for it? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I just want to talk about Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda and the Nintendo Labo VR features that they're going to have. Alright guys, so Super Mario Odyssey for the Labo VR is taking more of a DLC approach. And we're getting 3 mini missions in the VR experience. And it's using levels from the full game. I imagine they're probably readapted into smaller areas of it for this VR experience. But I think it's cool that it's DLC and that's new content that we haven't played already. And it's actually going to be really cool to see how this looks in VR. I think right off the bat, looking at what they're showing us here, actually looks pretty impressive. And, you know, I heard a lot of things going into the beginning of Switch saying it wasn't powerful enough to run this VR. But to see that Mario Odyssey is going to look this good in it, really makes me happy. I always assumed if you didn't have to have any external device that you're powering, what have you, that the Switch alone with a VR helmet could run these games. And that's what we're seeing here. And, I'm really happy that I'll get to experience new parts of the game. Because for me, for Mario games, I just beat them. I don't try 100% of them. That's just how I play it. And to get new content will get me back into the game. So, super happy with this. But let's keep on rolling and get to that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild content in VR. Alright guys, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is actually taking the opposite approach of what Super Mario Odyssey is doing. Instead of adding new content and DLC, what they're adding is just the VR support for the entirety of the game. The only thing I've seen so far that won't necessarily be supported in full VR will be the cutscenes that are already pre-rendered. But all of this gameplay will be rendered into VR. So that's really amazing. And I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. And now to think that I could pick it up and play the whole game in VR is actually super exciting. And I know a lot of people who have played the game, who have beaten the game, and are still putting tons and tons of hours into this. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if new DLC comes out for this game. So I think this is a really cool way to approach this. If I would have already played this through, I think I would have been a little bit happier with new DLC that supported the VR, or even, having the full-fledged game have it, but get some DLC with it. I would have been a little bit happier. But since I haven't played this game yet, I know, it's blasphemy. I own a Switch and I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but still. I'm actually really excited about both these, And, I wasn't really sold on the Labo software and everything like that. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. But getting the other sets just doesn't appeal to me. I don't really want all that cardboard around. But definitely picking up just the helmet and being able to play these games, to me, is definitely worth it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions, or not necessarily suggestions for me, but thoughts about the Nintendo Labo VR, or games that you'd like to see come to the Nintendo Switch to be in this VR, or even games that are already on the platform that you'd like to see get a VR update, definitely leave it down in the comments, because I'm curious about what other people think about the Labo VR. I personally would like a more permanent VR solution, especially with the Pro Switch coming. A Pro VR would just be really awesome to me. And you just need something a little bit more permanent, maybe plastic, that can hold your Switch in it to play these VR games. And I just think that's way better than the cardboard. But guys, if you like what you saw here, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You're all flawless, and I'll see you next time. Bye.